Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, so we're bringing our energy and our focus into our heart, slowing down, even more than we have been slowing down. And we do that so that we become present and that the information then can be available for us to guide us, whether it's in the moment or whether you want to sit down and do this as a meditation where you just get into a practice of breathing, slowing down, and then opening to the answer. You can even sit down and write down some specific questions that you'd like for some guidance in your life or about somebody that you know, and then do this breathing technique that I'm going to use, and then open, mentally ask the question, and then open and see what information comes in. And it could come in through your imagination. You could see suddenly something show up in your mind, pictures, memories, things like that. You could get a feeling. The feeling goes with the pictures. You could feel it in your body sensations. Whatever shows up after you breathe and after you ask the question, all that information then belongs to the answer. And then the discernment's the big thing, right? Like how to discern when it's me, when it's not me. So there's all these little nuances that you can learn and that you can, with time, develop. But everybody has this ability, everybody has this gift, and we all can tap into it, and especially now. You know, you would think it's the opposite, right? Like a lot of people think that, oh my God, there's so much pressure and there's so much stress. That's true. But if you're able to let go, that veil is getting thinner, right? When we're under pressure and we're under stress and we're fatigued or we're in grief, that's when the veil is lifted. That's when the divine is right there, comforting us, giving us knowledge, giving us information, guiding us, right? So with this practice, if you slow down and just listen and be still, you'll be guided. Even if it's just in the moment, if you start to do this, you'll just start to notice that you're more on target. You'll just start to notice that things are more, fluid in your life. So I hope you're practicing this many times throughout the day, just breathing, letting go, and relaxing. And it can be that simple. But the longer version, let's go ahead and do it now together, as we're going to close our eyes and just exhale. That's the cleansing breath. And then we take those 3 breaths, right? We go into the heart, drop all the way down to the center of the earth, and then inhale up to the crown of the head, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale all the way back down to the center of the earth. And as we're exhaling, we're letting go. And as we're inhaling, we're opening too. Okay? So again, when we inhale, we're opening, and when we exhale, we're letting go. Right? And then after the 3 inhalations and exhalations, you should notice a distinct difference in your body. You should notice that it's quieter, that you feel calmer, that you feel more peaceful. So if you just stop right now and just notice how your body feels, just notice it. You may feel like, what is she talking about? I'm not quite sure what she means. Some of you may feel nothing. Some of you may feel a little bit like tension in your upper body, or notice where your breathing is. Is your breathing high? And maybe that would be the easiest. Is your breathing high in the chest, or is it low in the belly? Right? Notice if you have any tension in your body. If you have any tension across the head or the back or in the arms or the neck, the face, just notice any tensions or even aches or pains. Okay, just make note of all that. And then we're going to do the breathing, and then you're going to notice a difference. So go ahead and close your eyes. Let go of that anticipation, that excitement. And then bring all your attention into your heart. And if it helps to put your hand on your heart, so that's where your awareness is going, behind your hand and into the center of your chest. Exhale. And then just use your imagination and imagine white light dropping down through your body, down through the bottom of your feet, all the way down into the center of the earth. And just imagine you just dropped anchor in the most beautiful paradise. And then I want you to inhale that white light up from the center of the earth, up through the bottom of your feet. Inhale it all the way up through your chest and lungs, up to the top of the head. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale, letting go, relaxing, dropping further into the mind and body and spirit, all the way back down to the center of the earth. It's 1 time. Now let's inhale again. Hold it at the crown of the head for a count of 3. And now exhale all the way back down relaxing the body all the way down to the center of the earth, letting go. And then one more time, inhale up. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale, really letting go, really surrendering, really being quiet. And now just notice where your breathing's at. Notice if it's shifted. Notice how quiet you are. Notice if those aches and pains are gone. This sensation that you're feeling right now, this is being grounded. This is being neutral. This is being open to receive information from your higher self, from spirit, from God, from divine, whatever you call it, or however you language it. And then just feel the safety in that. And this is what I want you to be practicing several times a day. The more that you can do this, it will calm you. It'll move you out of fear. It'll move you out of anxiety. It will give you the answers you're seeking. It will guide you. It allows you to become present. If somebody around you is having an emergency, a meltdown, we do this automatically. We breathe and we just let go and hold space, right? So this is a way for you to empower yourself and anybody else you know. And not only empower, but then to get the answers you need. So now that we're all grounded and quiet in this space, I'm going to go ahead and ask some questions, and I'm going to allow the information to come in to allow it to flood us, right? And as that information comes in, I'm going to say what I'm getting and what I'm experiencing and what I'm picking up. And I just want you to notice if you are feeling those same sensations, or if it feels off to you, that doesn't feel quite true to you. Because it's always important to notice your own experience, right? And it doesn't mean that it could mean the information is off, or it could mean that it doesn't apply to you, or it could mean that there's more to it and there's more information waiting for you. So this is how I want you to play along with me today and every day when we do this. Okay, so let's just relax and let's ask, is there a message for us this week, an important message that we need to follow to really make it the best week that we can make for ourselves? So let's ask and see what the answer is to that. So resilience is what's coming in. We're being asked to be resilient, to really let go of expectations, and to not allow ourselves to feel confined. Resist the temptation to feel like those walls are coming in. And the way we do that is when we become present, everything expands. When we're present, we're limitless. There's nothing that's limiting us. So that presence allows us to see what we can't see when we're in the state of an emotion, right? So as you feel this space, you're going to want to bring resilience to our week. And what's resiliency, right? It's our ability just to keep going. It's our ability to keep maneuvering, even beyond what we think we're capable of. It's that capacity we have to get through this. It's that part of ourself that knows that we will persevere, that we will survive, and that we will thrive, right? And so you're being asked to bring resiliency to your life, to your heart space, to trust yourself, to feel connected to your own truth, and to let go of any misconceptions or any anxieties or any fears, whether they're true or not, right? But don't listen to it. Don't be guided by it. Be guided by the knowing inside of yourself that you're strong, that you're resilient, and that you can move forward. And you could move forward with just opening and allowing. And in those moments when you open and allow, you'll be guided. You don't have to know what to do. All you have to know is to slow down, breathe, surrender, let go, and then get curious. What's next? What do I need to do now? What's important for me, right? Or whatever may be happening in the moment, right? So resiliency, we're integrating that into our life this week. we're making ourselves available, that we can be there for ourselves and others. We're letting go of any idea or concept that we can't get through this or that we don't have enough. And we're just surrendering to that awareness that we will survive and that we will thrive because we have resiliency. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. Okay, so here's the good news. I'm seeing a lot of communication happening. A lot of you just becoming suddenly more popular. Suddenly people want to talk to you. Suddenly people are interested in what you're having to say. Suddenly friends you haven't talked to in a long time are reaching out to you. So I just see this popularity increasing and your ability to help people and your ability to calm people and your ability to ask questions and to get people to think and to be able to respond with love and compassion and care. So I'm just really being shown here that your energy field is growing and it's attracting more like-minded people. So that's great, guys, because we really need more people aligning with love, aligning with peace, aligning with their own capacity to slow down and listen and be guided what to do in the moment instead of that frenetic energy or that fear or panic, right? So this is really good. This is really good that that's growing in the world. It's growing with you guys and with you. As you emulate that, you're then affecting everybody else around you. So that's really beautiful. All right, let's see if there's anything else that we're in store for or that we need to be aware of for this week. Okay, so don't be afraid of change. Embrace the unknown. And more importantly, discover what you want. Get to know yourself on a more personal level, really slowing down and feeling the different aspects of yourself. And, it's really beautiful. I work with a shaman and he gave this really beautiful support or connection on a call this week. And really just said, just like close your eyes and listen and introduce yourself to yourself, right? Just introduce yourself to yourself. And as you close your eyes and you just listen and you say, hello, you hold space for that echo, that mirror, that other part of yourself, the divine part of yourself, right? And just as you open to get to know parts of yourself, it expands you. Can you feel the energy, guys, as I say that? I can feel your hearts opening and just like everything doubling in size. And it may feel a little weird or uncomfortable or whatever, but as you just start to do that, it's a lot like, I did a meditation a couple of weeks ago where you blessed yourself, and in blessing yourself and acknowledging yourself, it brings in that self-love. So this is all we're talking about is when you introduce yourself to yourself and start to be in awe of yourself and start to acknowledge the blessings in you, it's going to expand within you and it's going to affect everybody around you. And not only that, you're just going to be happier, because who's not happy when you're being acknowledged, right? And what's better is when you finally acknowledge yourself. So there's an opportunity this week to get to know yourself, the good parts of yourself. We all spend way too much time on beating ourselves up and, reminding ourselves what's wrong with us. So I love these exercises that allow us to stop and to self-reflect and to bring in that connection of how amazing you are. So I hope you will do that this week. I hope you'll bless yourself. I hope you'll just stop, introduce yourself to yourself, and then open to what's beautiful about you. And like I said, and in doing that, it's going to bless your environment and it's going to extend and connect with everybody else in your environment, and they can be happy as well. All right, let's see if there's any final party words here this week. This is interesting. So you're being asked not to take anybody's advice, even mine, not to take anybody's advice, but to see if you can find your way to your own answer. Like whatever you're seeing on the internet, whatever you're seeing in front of you, and this is discernment, right? Whatever your partner's saying, whatever your children are saying, whatever your best friends are saying, whatever your parents are saying, Just take it in and then stop. And then do that little breath, and then kind of sit back and listen to the information. Is that true? Is it not true? And notice how it feels in your belly. If it feels off, if it feels wrong, or if it feels truthful. And you can only do that when you're really in the body. If you're in your head, then that's wrong. Then that's you, your mind, your ego judging it, right? But if you do that breathing exercise I gave you in the very beginning, where you breathe and let go, and then you actually feel that sort of deeper connection inside of your body, that full body resonance, that's the divine knower in you. That's the part of you that just knows. So as information is coming in this week, stop and notice, is that true? Is that not true? Do I believe that? And if you don't believe it, then inquire further. Then what is the truth? And see if you can get a message. See if you can get a download. See if a picture pops in your mind, or maybe an article that you read a couple weeks ago, the Spirit's saying, that was truthful, this one isn't, right? So just play with it. I really want you guys to start to discern information, including mine. I teach people intuition. I tell everybody all the time, nobody is 100% right. If somebody tells you they're 100% right all the time, leave, go in the other direction, because we're human, we're fallible. Everybody makes mistakes. And most of the mistakes are made in the discernment, right? Oh, I saw a blue sky. I saw nothing. I saw nothing. And to me, nothing can mean anything. It can mean like you're losing everything, or it can mean, blue skies, right? So, the answers are in the discernment. We get the pictures, we get the feelings, we get the sensations, and then we make up a story about it, what we think the message is. And then when we're getting that message, underneath it is that part of us that's discerning it. Is it true? Is it not true? Is it true? Is it not true? So that's what I'm inviting you guys to do this week. Don't take my word for it. Don't take the media's word for it. Don't take anybody else's word for it. But as information comes in, as it comes across you, or as you have to make decisions for yourself, listen to yourself say it out loud, and just notice how it feels in your body. Does that feel true, or does that not feel true? The same way you discern when your kids are lying, or your boss or your partner is not telling you the exact truth, or there's more to it. You get that feeling. You go, wait, huh? Or you might even hear something. There's more to it. Or you might even just know it, right? You don't know how you know, but you just know. Those are all intuitive hits. So I've given you guys so much to work with and play with this week. Just go ahead, do that, practice that, try it out. Just listen, notice what's going on around you, and be quiet. Don't say anything, but listen with your body and just notice how it feels. But it only works if you're in your body. If you're in your mind judging it, you're not doing it right. That's just the ego. That's not you being tapped in or dialed in. That's just that percentage of the mind that we have access to, instead of your entire spirit, your entire mind, body, and spirit being in play, which comes through the body, comes through that knowingness. All right, you guys, thank you so much for playing with me today. I appreciate it. I am so excited and happy if you would share this video, and you would enlighten people that they have the power to trust their own instincts, and that they have the abilities and these gifts. They're all natural gifts inside of us. Everybody can do this. There's not one person that can't, unless you think you can't. Then that's up to you. You're diminishing yourself. I invite you to rethink that and maybe be willing to be wrong. Anyway, with practice, you can all get these hits. All right, lots of love to you guys. Stay well, stay prospering, stay blessed, and I'll see you again next week.